Hi, this video is on a specimen paper, a sample assessment paper on the new English syllabus introduced in 2016, internationally tested first in 2018 June, and for Bangladeshi students, the first sitting will be 2019 June. Probably you have seen my video on this syllabus, an overview. Today, let me show you the assessment paper that Edexcel has put up in their website. You can see the code, the paper reference for EB1. It was for EBO before. For EB1/01 English Language Syllabus B, sample assessment material for first teaching, September 2016. Time 3 hours. Total marks 100. So let's move down. Yes, you can see here information. The total marks for this paper is 100. The marks for each question are shown in brackets. Use this as a guide as to how much time to spend on each question. Dictionaries may not be used in this exam. And then advise, read each question carefully before you start to answer it. Check your answers if you have time at the end. You are reminded of the importance of clear English and careful presentation in your answers. Let's move down. Section A, reading. Answer all questions in this section. You should spend 1 hour in this section. Read text 1 in the extracts booklet from First Impressions, An Englishman in New York, which is about a man's first experience of New York. As you see, the first question has only 1 mark and there is clear line reference. This is something new in the new paper. The questions, the short questions here refer to lines. You have to go to those specific lines and then answer the question. The second question also, the same way. See the line reference given and again only 1 mark offered. Where are the marks going? As you remember, if you have seen my video, there are 3 long answers and they carry 10, 10, 15, a lot of marks. Let's move on to question 3. Now you see the marks, 10. The question is, explain how the writer presents his impressions of New York. This is the new type of question that I have spoken about in the syllabus video. You should support your answer with close reference to the passage, including brief quotations. So, in this question, first you are going to write a longer answer, an essay type answer, and you have to focus not only on the content of the passage but also the presentational techniques. So when you prepare for this exam, your teacher must teach you those techniques. How writers write, the tools they use to communicate their ideas. Let's move on to question number 4. As you can see, the space is long, means the answer is going to be long. 10 marks. So we move on to next question. Yes. Now we are in the second passage. Read text 2 in the extracts booklet from Notes from a Small Island, which is about a journey the writer makes to Dover in England. Again, see a specific line reference, 1 mark question. In lines 1 to 18, the writer describes his journey to the ferry terminal. State one of the difficulties the writer experienced. Again, line reference. In lines 9 to 27, the writer describes the ferry crossing. Name 2 things the writer finds unpleasant. 2 things, of course, 2 marks. Don't worry, you don't have to count the line numbers. Line numbers will be given on the margin of the text. So let's move on and see what is question number 6 and what is question number 7. Question number 6, you see again a 10-mark question. How does the writer describe his thoughts and feelings about his trip to Dover? You should support your answer with close reference to the passage, including brief quotations. The very word how in the question, you have to notice, how, again, is presentational devices, the tools the writer uses to communicate his or her ideas. So you have to have a solid training on the presentational techniques of the writers and the specific elements of different genre of English writing or any writing in any language. And again you will see this is a long answer. Let's move down, and yes, here it ends. Now we are in the comparison question. Refer to both text 1 and text 2 and answer the following question. Compare how the writers of text 1 and text 2 convey their ideas and experiences. Support your answer with examples from both texts. If you've seen the old papers, you will see this question used to carry 6 marks only. But now see that number, 15 marks. Of course, an essay type question, the last question of section A, and how are you going to answer that? You must work together with your teacher and learn about not only finding out the similarity of content or genre, all the other presentational techniques. And you have to show not only how they are different, also how they are similar. And you have to support your points by reference. So see, they expect a long answer, and we are moving down, further down. See, we are moving further down, and let me move it out. And yes, now the screen is clearer. You see, total marks for section A 40 marks. As you know, yes, this section has been given more marks than before. It used to have 30 marks up till 2018 May, 2019 Jan in Bangladesh, but from 2019 May, 40 marks. So 10 marks have been taken out of section B and section C. Section B, like before, the type of the question is the same. Let's read it. Use ideas from both text 1 and text 2 in the extracts booklet to answer this question. A friend of yours is going abroad for the first time. Write a letter to your friend explaining what it might be like. You should include, they will give 3 bullets like before to help you out to find the content points. What might be seen or experienced, what might be enjoyable, what might be disappointing. Think carefully about the purpose of your letter and the audience for whom it is intended. Yes, the question pattern is the same as before. Marks 30, used to have 35. Examiners expect that you develop all 3 bullets with enough content points from the text. Write according to the format, purpose, audience, write a style, write tone and register. And you spend 1/3 of the time, a little bit less than that, and you answer approximately in an answer of 300 words. And you plan, of course. Without planning, you never do well in this section. You should take the points out of the text, make a list of them, then in right format according to the audience, you will write your answer. Changing the text language into yours means writing in your own language. So They give you quite a few pages for your rough work, and those who don't plan, those who write directly, even if their English is very good, they suffer because they unknowingly copy the text language, and A graders can come back with D grades because you are dealing with a 30-mark question. Section C, writing. Answer one question from this section. You should spend 1 hour on your chosen question. Begin your answer on page 23. Do not retell events from text 1 and text 2 or text 2 in the extra booklet. Yes, there might be a topic related, like the first topic, see, to travel is better than to arrive. So it's related to the theme because the whole paper is called a thematic paper. Here travel is the theme. But they ask you clearly in bold-faced type, do not retell events from text 1 or text 2 in the extracts booklet. So if you touch topic 1, if you write on that, you have to come up with your own story and own ideas, not the ones in the text. You have to be very careful. Some students are not and they suffer. Second topic, write a story, true or imaginary, entitled The Beginning. So never change the title. The title is given there, the beginning, if you write this one. And describe a place that has made an impression on you. So you see, first one argumentative, second one narrative, and third one descriptive, 3 topics. You choose any of them, but I was planning not to give advice here, just to show you the question pattern, but let me tell you this much. Essay section also, good students sometimes come up with bad essays. Their organization is not good. They couldn't put in the best ideas, or in the middle they forgot what they are writing and come up with altogether a different idea that doesn't belong to that particular topic. So to escape those dangers, you must have a plan. You must have a plan for section B and section C. And when you plan, look at the title, circle the keywords in the title, and then ask questions, do brainstorming, have a neat plan and write on that. You will score better. And they give, again, you see a lot of space to make your plan and then to write your answer. Probably you won't need more than 2 or 3 pages. They will give you more than 6. So they expect that you plan. If you are not happy with some idea, you cancel that, you replan, and then write your final draft. So this is the sample paper. Here also you will see they have taken 5 marks away. The total marks for this section C is 30, used to be 35. They expect you to write about 400 words. Don't write a very short essay because then your content will be insufficient and inadequate. And don't write a very long essay because you are not expected to write too long. That doesn't help. It wastes time and you make more mistakes in the end, especially in the essay section. You may be a little bit tired. Your hand might be paining a little bit because it's the 3rd hour, and most of your exams don't have a 3rd hour. So that's it. Best of luck with your exam, and I think this going through this sample assessment material will help you. Best of luck.